Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. This is Tanya at Side Gift Crafts. Guys, this is a collaboration that we are doing a paper bag journal. This collaboration is hosted by BB and Cara Mia. And there are some other amazing crafters that are joining in. Let me list them for you. We've got Amber at Thrifty Journal Shop, Cara Mia, of course, Paper Confessions with Cara Mia, Carol at Crinkled Path, Bianca from BB's Closet Creations. We've got Brittany from Brittany Linger, and Gwen at the Gwen the Trash Witch, and Gigi at Gigi Hannah. And of course myself. We are doing the hashtag paper bag junk journal prompt challenge 2025, and we are using some prompts that were created for us. And today we are introducing the collab. I already introduced it last week, so I'm going to actually do days 1 and 2. Each day we do a different prompt that's on the list, and I'm going to put the prompts in the description box down below, so you can click there and see what the first 7 prompts are. And then for this week, at the end of the week, next Sunday, we'll be posting every Sunday in the week of September. So next Sunday, I will show you days 1 through 7, but we're going to do days 1 and 2 right now, because those 2 days are to create a spine and to create a cover for our journal. And this is the journal. I put this together when I introduced it last time. So this is going to be our journal. We use 6 paper bags, whether they be grocery bags, sandwich bags. These are, I don't know what kind of bags these are. These are those flat retail ones that are, let's see what the sizes are of these. These are 8.5 by 12. These are the ones I chose. These are the ones I had in my stash. You can do the same, and everybody is welcome to join in. It is an open collaboration. Just be sure to use that hashtag. And again, that'll be in the description box if you need that repeated. So you can just copy and paste that into your description box. Ooh, I think I have the paper that I'm going to use for my cover here. All right, well, maybe not. I'm going to do mine with the fabric. Oh, we can't do a fabric cover. We're doing a masterboard cover is what we're supposed to do. Shoot, and I was thinking I was going to do a fabric cover. That's not going to work. So let's do masterboard. Let me get my supplies together. I'll be right back and we can get started. All right, I've got a few things together. We can go ahead and get started. I was thinking about using fabric, and I've forgotten we're supposed to do, for the cover, we're supposed to do masterboard and then use a image as a centerpiece. So let's go ahead and make this masterboard. What's a masterboard? Well, I'm glad you asked that, because a masterboard is really fun. You can make it with all your scraps and use them up. And that is a really, really cool way to use them, honestly, because sometimes you get these scraps, you just don't know what to do with them. So I think I have these Tim Holtz ones. I'm wondering if I would be able to have enough room. It's kind of masterboardy, not really, but a little bit. Kind of want some blue on there. What are you doing, buddy? My little friend is down here at my feet. 1, 2, 3. So I need 4. So I have enough to do. I have enough to do this with that. Okay, so I'm going to use these now. This isn't a masterboard per se, but let's see if I want to flip that one over. I think I'm going to flip that one over. But it is, but it isn't, but it is, but it isn't. I'm going to use these up, and we're going to do a little bit of mixed media on this. So it's going to look a little bit more different. But these were scraps in my box, so to me it counts. And I think that's the idea of this collab, is to, to use what we've got and use our scraps and use up stuff. So it wasn't about going and buying anything or getting anything fancy. The prompts are all very simple, and they're all basic things, which is great, because we can use our scraps for that, and we can create something fun out of what we already have. Don't go buy anything. If you join in, don't go buy anything, because you don't need to. Just use what you got. Okay. So we're doing day 1 and day 2 right now. And then next Sunday, I'll show you what we did for day 1 and day 2. as well as all the way through day 7. So I won't do a video on it every day, but I will show you the end of the week what I did to work on it. Let's see, I don't want these all to be the same color. Is there any more blue on any of these? Oh, there's some blue. I want some blue. The reason I want some blue is this is going to be my focal piece. This was in my scraps too, and I'm going to put him, we're going to ink this up and make it a different color, and then we're going to put him on the front. I think that'll be really cute, but I want to use some blue. Any of these other ones blue? Mostly greens. Mostly greens, which is fine, but I'm going to use the blue on the front then. We're going to use as much as we can. Let's see what this will look like if I do it this way. And again, we're going to do some multimedia on here, so it's okay if it's not all perfect. Or mixed media, I mean, not multimedia. I want this dark one in the middle. We can put, honestly, we can kind of go this way. Maybe put one blue one on the back so it blends a little bit better. But I like that blue better because it's a little bit closer to that one. Let's put this blue on the back here. And then I'll cut one of these. I'll cut that one in half so it'll cover the other. Okay, so that's the way we're gonna go. Let's do it. I hope you guys, oh shoot, I just got glue on there. Hope you guys are all doing well, and I hope you're crafting. Are you guys ready for the fall crafting to begin? Has your weather started changing yet? Ours has not. Well, a little bit. It's getting a little bit cooler here. I heard that we're supposed to have a false fall. I should have glued this one down at the bottom, but I already have glue at the back of this one, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it. We're supposed to have a false fall here, and then it should, hopefully it'll roll out quickly and come back. So we can get started on the festivities. I bought, oh my gosh, you guys, on Marketplace today, I found for a really, it was a steal. It was a steal. I almost felt guilty. This lady posted some vintage birds with real feathers and everything. Not actual birds, but decorative birds that she used as Christmas tree decorations. And she had just posted it, and it hit my timeline, and I was like, oh, I want these so badly. And they ended up being like $1 a piece. I know she spent a lot of money on those things. I got there and they were way bigger than I thought, which is amazing. And they had real feathers. They were just so beautiful, and I'm so happy to have them. They really match the colors and everything that I'm doing in my living room and kitchen. And so they're going to be my newest treasure for the holidays. I'm so excited because I'm going to use them in my tree too. They're probably about this big and about maybe like this tall. I don't know. They're big. They're just gorgeous. And they have real feathers on them, the plumes on the back and stuff. Some of them are a little beat up, but I think I can fix. I don't need all of them on my tree anyway. So I was thinking I could hide some of that. I could fix some of them. They're going to be beautiful. I cannot wait to show you guys when they're on my tree. Because I think I show you my tree every year. So, of course, I'll do that again. I'm just very excited. They're going to be gorgeous. I'm so happy I got them. I will actually have to go get a new tree this year because my one that I've had for the last 8 years, 9 years, no, 7 or 8 years at least. I think 8 years was just getting too big. And so I gave it away last year to a family that was in need and thought I need a smaller one anyway, so I'll just give this one away. So I did. So this year I've got to get a smaller one. And now I got these big old things for my ornaments, and I can't go too small or they won't work. It won't look right. But I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be just fine. Come here. You're in the way. Come on. I brought my friend again. He's just hanging out. What? He's being much nicer today than he was the other night. He was so tired. Poor little dude. Okay, so we'll put this blue one here. So you may be wondering what my theme is going to be. Well, I think I had the most votes for Surprise Me. So I don't really have one. But I saw this little card and I thought, you know what? This needs to be on the front of it. He needs to be, I need to use him. So I'm thinking it's going to be kind of a fall theme, kind of a coming into the seasons theme, or maybe sewing, because this is a sewing advertisement. Clark Spool Cotton. So it may be, you know what? We're doing a sewing theme. I can tell you that. We're doing a sewing theme. And the reason why I'm going to pick sewing is because I have been sewing. And I've got a lot of things that I could sew. And so with that being said, or I can have a lot of things that I can add in here that have a sewing theme to them. With that being said, I'm going to be sewing around this as well, because that would make sense to sew around my journal cover. My little buddy, what are you doing? He's chewing on my bracelet. He likes to chew on this bracelet. Good thing is he can't hurt it. All right, so there we go. There's that. Hello. What was that, my friend? Okay, now, what are you doing? What's next? What's next, Mister? We've got these. I'm going to trim that one. I'm thinking I want to do any kind of mixed media before I run it through the sewing machine. Although if I put paste in there, it could be a problem. So what do you guys think? Should I just go run it through? Before I do that, let's ink this up. I want to do what I can here at the desk first, because I probably should sew this around here too. So let's ink this. Should we do it a blue? Should we put blue behind him? I think what I'd also like to do, I would like to put blue behind him, and I think we'll use this chipped sapphire, but I think I want to block off this, wait, where are you going with that? Give me that. Give me that back. Hey, mister, let go. What are you doing? Oh, you bit a piece off. You little stinker. That's it. That's it. You're fired. Okay, I'm going to ink off or block off this little edge right here so that I don't get ink over all of it. So that part will stay white. Probably an easier, no, there's no easier way to do this. This is pretty easy. Okay, so there's that. And then we'll get the blue brush or the green brush, because I can't find the blue brush. So we'll use the green brush. And let's kind of get as much off as we can. And we've got the chipped sapphire here. Oh, now I found the blue brush. Well, too late now. And we'll just kind of go around. We don't have to do it too heavy because it's just going to show on the edges anyway, but ooh, this is almost a purple color, isn't it? I didn't realize it had so much purple in it. What do you think about that, Mr. Pierce? Huh? What do you think about that? Are you going to help me? Are you helping? Goofball. I didn't take him out of his cage yesterday, so he spent all day in there yesterday. So he's been, oh, I don't like that. I don't like that color with it. It looks too purple. Well, let's try to change it. It looks way too purple. Think we can change it? I don't know. Oh, see, that would have been the better color. Let's see what we can do. might have to go a little heavy with this one now. Or if all else fails, I'll get another piece of cardstock and we'll just layer it on top of that square. We'll just measure it out and put it on there. If we don't like this, we'll find a piece of paper that will work better. Let's try this first. Let's see what that looks like. It's better. Do I love it? I think I want it a little bit heavier. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. You're in the way. You're in the way. You want to ride along? Oh my goodness, Pierce. There's this too, and I'm not sure what that's about. It looks like something was stuck to that paper there somehow. Okay, let's see. I like that color much better. Let's see what it looks like if I tear this back. I like it. I like it. And I'll put something over the corner here because he took a bite out of it. Alrighty. Yes, you did, my friend. You took a bite out of my picture. Stay away. No, no, no. That's glue. You can't have that. There we are. Okay, so I'm going to keep that blue out because I want to duplicate that on the mixed media portion. So I need to let these dry for a few minutes, and then I'm going to go over and sew on these, and then we'll finish up the cover. All right, well, that was quick and easy. So I got out some pattern papers. This is all from tissue, or all the tissue pattern pieces in that I thought we could use this for some decoupage on here. And this is the back. Okay, so here's my thought. Let's use, I want to use, this is the front. So I'm thinking about the front first. I'm thinking it would be really pretty to have some of the pattern pieces behind here. It would need to be the parts that you could tell that it was a pattern piece. So it would have to be, you know, it would need to make sure it had something like that, like something like this. Just watch. I know what I'm thinking. Even if it doesn't come out my mouth. Something like that, and then we could put something even something like that, maybe. It doesn't need to say pedal pushers though, because that's a very particular style. Do you like that paper? I think he's stealing it. Let's cut this a little bit. Let's trim it up right here. And then perhaps we can glue this like right here. Even over to the side a little would be nice. I could glue this up here. I could use, this is probably too wet. What else could I use that would be not too Let's use our, let's think it'll tear if I try this. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I'm trying to use things up too, so I'm gonna try to use some things I wouldn't necessarily use otherwise. And then we'll put this kind of over here on the side. He's tearing this paper all to pieces. Okay. This bird used to be so shy. I love it that he's not. There we go. So this will be something like this. Did you drop it? Want some more? Here you go. Okay, you go take that. You take that. Anything else I could use that's really, really cool on here? I don't need to go too far with this pattern paper because I can use it throughout the whole journal, so that's not an issue. What if I put, let's see, facing view on here? Would be kind of cool because it is the front page or the front of the book. So let's do that. And make sure I've got this right here. So facing view would be kind of cute right there. That'll go kind of like that. Facing view. And then I can use stamps and things as well on here. Missed this corner somehow. Okay, let's move this aside. Wait, where are you going? You can't take the glue cap because I will never find it. All right, and then on the back, I'll do the same kind of thing, which I should probably just do now since I'm thinking about it. And we'll just put some different pieces. We could put... Oops, I did the wrong end there. Oh, sorry, buddy. That one's yours too. Okay. Today you like the paper. Before you like the jewelry, now you like the paper. Okay. Go there. And we'll go ahead and put this down here. I mean, it's already torn off. I might as well. Tore it some more, which is good. And we'll just put this here. And put another piece. Let's just put one more piece. That's what I was afraid of. And it's sticking to my fingers too much. Just put that one down there that way. And nobody will ever know. Nobody will ever know, buddy. Kisses. Okay, so we'll do more to the back, but for now, that's good. Okay, and then I'd like to use some paste. We could use paste, but we could use a patina. I wonder if this is dried out. I'm hoping not. It's squishy, so I don't think so. It's not, which is good. How's that color with this color? Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. I like it, but I don't know about that. I'm thinking some texture paste would be fine. Grit paste. That's glitter. I don't know that I have any except for the sparkle, and that's not going to work. Paper glaze. Nope, that's not the same thing. Guys, all I have is grit paste snowfall. Does this have... I can't remember. Is this white? I feel like it is. Is it glittery, though? Yeah, that's that one. And that one's translucent, which makes no difference to use it at all. Collage medium. Doggone it. I don't really have what I was hoping I had, what I thought I had. But I do have, okay. I do have, oh, that's powder. Is that powder? That's embossing powder. Let's use this patina. Let's use it. And we're going to use it. I just got a bird's mouth stuck in, or a bird head stuck in my mouth when I was talking. I'm going to find a stencil. Just one moment. All right, I'm going to use one of my favorite stencils, which is this one. And we're going to go ahead and use this patina effect paste. And I think to use it the way they're wanting, you're supposed to use some other things with it, but I don't know why you couldn't just use it the way it is. And I think you can. I think you can. Let me see. It's a thick paste with matte patina-like finish, perfect for creating texture and adding dimension. Apply with a palette knife. And anyways, okay, so we're going to use this. And I'm going to kind of go like, here we go, like this. And it doesn't need to be everywhere, just lightly here in the corner. Probably lighter than I did. And we'll pick that up, and it's got that gorgeous effect on it. Isn't that beautiful? Let's do it again over here. We'll do it in all the corners of the, we'll do it in the top and bottom corner of the front and the back. And we'll probably do some other things too, but we'll start with this. I always forget about the pastes. I really should use them more often. I end up throwing them away because I don't use them fast enough, and I really should do something about that because I love using them. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. Okay, and then this one, this is the bottom, so I think I want to kind of do a little bit down here. I don't want to cover that area. Actually, I'm going to do it down here. I'm going to do it down here, this side. And I have a really cool idea for the spine, but because I use this, I don't know if we're going to get to that tonight because we have to wait for this to dry now. Try not to lift up when you're in the middle of pasting or it's going to move. I have a bird on my head. Buddy, what are you doing? You know I don't like you up there. I don't like it. What are you doing? Okay, so that's very beautiful too. All right, I'm gonna set this aside. So this is gonna be one of our colors in the book, even though we use that different blue for the front. Now we're using patina also. And that is okay, because I said so. And it's gonna be a sewing journal. Oh, I know what I could still do. Okay, so we could still use some gesso on here too, which is what I was thinking about doing, one of the things. And when I use my gesso, I like to use my fingers with my gesso. Let me put a couple things away so I don't get them all messed up. And I like to just put a little bit down here. And what I use, that's a little bit more than a little bit, what I like to use my gesso for is just to kind of blur the background just a little bit. What it's going to do in the end, it's going to make the design pop that sits on top of it, so that our focal piece will be a little bit more noticeable. So I like to just blend this in, soften up some of the images. Pierce, quit, buddy, quit. And I could have done that, should have done it before I stenciled, but I didn't. What are you doing? Come on. Come on. Yeah, you got to let go of my nose. Come on. Stop. You're going to go to bed in a minute. If you don't quit fussing with me. I like to just kind of go in there a little bit with this. And it just kind of creates another, I don't know how to say it, layer or just something else. You know, it just doesn't, it makes a huge difference. Come on, stop. Stop. His love is painful sometimes. This paste is already pretty dry, so I have to be careful. Oops, I'm probably going in the middle where I don't need to go. That's gonna go this way. See how that just frames that? I like it. Yeah, and it kind of dulls some of that background color. Let's see if I can kind of put some in here too. What'll happen? Okay, so there's that. Let's do a little bit on this one too. This one will show more. So, oops, let's get that blended before we worry about the glue. You're just riding along my hand, huh? Yep, I see you. At least you're not clawing into my nose. He actually had his claws looped into my nostrils. When I told him to stop, I had to peel him off. It hurts. It hurts. That's, and then I've got so much of it. Let's just put this back in here. That's how I put it back. I use my fingers. I've had this bottle for a while. It's so thick around the outside. Okay, and that's it for that part. Let's get out a wet wipe and clean this mess up. So how is this going to go in my journal? So there's something that I do want to do, that I am going to use some fabric for the spine. And I think that I could do it a couple different ways. I can either glue it underneath. I can glue it underneath these pieces. Let's see here. So that that piece of fabric will go and these will be on top. So it would go something like, there it is, something like this, and put the fabric underneath here. Or I can sew the fabric to the outside of these books. I think I'm going to glue it to the inside. I had really debated the other, but I think I'm going to do it this way. And let's go ahead and glue this onto the front of our journal. So I'll tell you what, I think that this probably took enough time as it is to get this part done. I'm going to save the spine for later, and that's going to be a surprise how I do that. I still want to think about it a little bit. I have some ideas, and being that it's a sewing journal, I kind of would like to sew on it, and that is going to take a little bit of thought yet. And I need to find the right fabric. So I think for today, we're going to be finished after all. So really, we were just going to introduce our project to you today. So I did a little bit more than that. I hope that's okay. And so the rest of the days will be shown on next Sunday. So there's this one. We've got the cover made. I gotta attach it. And to do that, I've got to put the spine on. So I will have that done for you by next Sunday, along with the other first ones. I'll name them off, but they'll be also in the description box. The first day is create a spine. Second day is a cover. I did mine backwards, and I did mine on backwards on purpose because my spine, I usually make my spine first, or my cover and spine together. And then third day is a pocket. Fourth day is a floating journal card. Fifth day texture, which I also did today. Sixth day layers, did that too, and a belly band for the seventh day. I will do those again as well on the inside, so that we will have a little bit of each of those in there too. So you guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Make sure you go check out the other creators too. They're all fantastic and doing a wonderful job on their journals and on their channels. Make sure to like and subscribe. Also, let me ask you a question. What should my question be? That is not the question. The question today, and if you watched my previous video, you know why I'm asking this. I'm doing a giveaway at the end for this journal. The question is, do you prefer Christmas or Thanksgiving better? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to join in on the challenge or on the drawing, you'll want to make sure you answer all my questions each video. So make sure you leave your answer down below. Make sure you put it in such a way that everybody doesn't know what you're doing. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.